On H-Town, Houston Rockets fans all over the world. Appreciate it for all you guys in DC, Germany, everything else, Turkey. Thanks so much for watching Rockets Daily. My name is David Delano. This is brought to you by Fan Art. You can also follow me on X or Instagram at Get Sports Strong. For all of you betting men and women out there, I like to talk about that stuff too. But one of the slowest American sports days of the year, Thursday, July 17th. But we've got Rockets basketball, so even if you're not too into the Summer League, a perfect time to watch the Summer League. There's no Major League Baseball, no Astros. WNBA is not even playing. NFL hasn't kicked off yet, so there's Summer League basketball, and we're definitely going to talk about it. A lot of days in the off season as we're talking about a potential playoff and championship run for the Houston Rockets. A lot of that in between, trade rumors, things like that. Love the discussion. We're definitely going to end the week tomorrow diving deep into a lot of you guys' comments. So go ahead and keep those coming. Subscribe to this channel. That way you're notified every time a video's dropped. And let's go ahead and get into today's preview. If you're on the East Coast, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're in Houston, 7 p.m. We've got the Rockets, 0-3 Houston Rockets taking on the 2-1 Portland Trailblazers tonight on ESPN Plus or on NBA TV. You can go ahead and check that out. We already know a popular topic on these shows, but this may be your first time watching, and if it is first time watching, definitely appreciate a comment. And go ahead and subscribe to this channel. But Reed Sheppard, obviously been getting a lot of attention. We've been talking about him almost daily, and been shut down for this for the summer league. Didn't play in the last game. Not going to play today. Infali Dante, not expecting him to play either. We'll see. Got off to a strong start in the loss to the Atlanta Hawks. Left that game with an ankle injury. And Kevon Harris, someone I've been impressed with. He also missed the last game with apparently an ankle injury. I'd like to see him play today because I would like to see more from Kevon Harris. But as we're looking at this game, if you are looking to, just looking at the action, always make sure to be responsible with it. On the line, you have the Portland Trailblazers 4.5-point favorite over the Rockets. Total for this Summer League game set at 185.5 points for this game today. And so we're looking at some different things for this, what we'd like to see. One thing with the Rockets being 0-3, and for what it's worth, it's really been, the shooting has been horrific. 25.8% from three-point range in the Summer League, which is the third worst in the NBA, and just 61.4% from the free throw line, second worst. Only the Los Angeles Lakers have shot the free throws worse than the Houston Rockets. Reed Sheppard played in the first two games, led the team with 23 points per game, but just 36.4% shooting from the field, 31.8% from three. Reed, strong with the steals, about 4 steals a game, just 2.5 assists a game. A lot of that's, guys can't make shots, but 4.5 turnovers per game has been concerning. What we're looking at, guys that they've been jumping out as we've been talking about the guard depth on this team. And if there is somebody on the Summer League team that can actually contribute in the regular season, Kennedy Chandler, former Tennessee Volunteer, 19 points per game in the Summer League, playing in all 3 games so far. I'm interested to see what Chandler does tonight with the 19 points per game so far. Just 41.7% from the field and 35.7% from three-point range. And then Adonis Arms didn't play in that first game. It's strong in the last 2 games. 18 points per game, 47.8% from the field. Athletic, been getting buckets in transition. Hit a huge 3 in the last Summer League game, but only 18.2% so far in the two games. Small sample size, but when we're looking at 3-point shooting being a concern, big reason we've got Kevin Durant, Dorian Finney-Smith. 3-point shooting definitely was a weakness last season, and Arms been fun to watch, been playing hard, but 3-point shooting has not been strong for him or really anybody on this team so far. So as we look at this game tonight against the Blazers, and if you're looking for something to watch, and I know this is Rockets Daily, but the Portland Trailblazers have some guys that could be fun to watch over there. You've got Young Hansen. If you watched the NBA draft, he was picked 16th overall by the Memphis Grizzlies. They made that trade, sending him to Portland. He was sitting up in the stands, 7-1 out of China. Summer League, for what it's worth, we will see. I mean, Drew Timme is second in the Summer League in scoring right now. Shout out to Drew Timme, but it doesn't. And he obviously was a college scoring star at Gonzaga, but just saying it's Summer League, obviously, we all know when you look at some of the guys, doesn't mean that's going to translate over to, the NBA. But so far, for what you could give it for a rookie, he has been playing well, and it's going to be interesting to see how the Rockets match up against a guy like that with his skill set. 7-1 big man that can, pass the ball, and is going to be on the Portland Trailblazers roster this season. Also, Portland Trailblazers have Caleb Love, who's a very experienced guard in college, played with North Carolina Tar Heels along with the Arizona Wildcats. He's been the type of guard that has been giving the Rockets issues so far. So we will see who plays today, but Cam Matthews, is he going to get some chances to guard Caleb Love, as we've been talking about? Cam Matthews being here to bring that to championship level of defense in training camp, and guys like Kennedy Chandler, Adonis Arms, we're going to see, how they match up with Caleb Love. So if there's anyone last chances to really show that they can contribute to this team this season, hey, well, we're going to see Summer League tonight for what it's worth. And is there a new contender in the NBA and the championship run, as the Los Angeles Clippers made a big signing yesterday? And why are we talking about the Clippers? Well, because the Rockets, if you're going to win the NBA championship, you're going to come out the West, you got to be better than everybody else. And we talked about the betting odds yesterday, with the Rockets having the second best odds to win the NBA championship, according to DraftKings. And I saw some slight movement with the signing of Bradley Beal. The Clippers, as of yesterday, on Wednesday, July 16th, they were started off the day tied for the 10th best odds to win the championship at plus 3,000. Means a $100 wager would get you $3,000 in profit. But they were tied with the Dallas Mavericks and the Philadelphia 76ers. Now they're at plus 2,800. So they've a little bit better. The odds have very, very slightly changed, but no longer tied with the Mavericks and 76ers. Odds makers giving the Clippers just the slightest edge now with that 10th spot alone. As we're looking at this Clippers roster, and the reason I'm bringing this up, are the Clippers a team that you're a little more concerned about, or still not really worried about, or more about the same? Obviously now this, still James Harden, Zubac, Kawhi Leonard. They added John Collins. They got Brook Lopez off the bench to go along now with, Bradley Beal over there. So is this another contender in the West? Definitely have some scoring. I still feel at the end of the day the Clippers are going to get clipped. Probably 7 games in the second round by whoever. So those are just my thoughts there. But obviously Bradley Beal going to the Clippers, no longer someone worth discussing, even in the biggest long shots of coming to the Rockets, although didn't necessarily think it was going to happen, but it was definitely something worth talking about, discussing, and we know that that's not going to happen now. So Summer League in Houston, 7 p.m. 7 p.m. We've got the tip-off. Just for what it's worth, obviously I'm pulling for the Rockets, but my prediction is going to be that the Blazers do cover that 4.5 against the Rockets today. But we'll see. Hopefully this team, shows some heart, and even, Garrett Jackson, assistant coach, not going to be drawing up the sideline, out of, well, it doesn't look like he's going to be drawing up the big sideline out of bounds plays in the regular season from what we've seen so far. But for what it's worth, it would be nice to just see some, progress on all ends of the court. I understand that it's summer league and they're all working on adjustments, but hopefully the Rockets can get finish the summer league with a win and see at least a solid 3-point shooting performance. Not a whole lot else to watch, so we'll see. Thanks so much for watching. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll be diving more into those comments and discussing those things for Friday. Gonna really be relying on you guys a little bit too with these comments to see what the people really want to talk about. Is sometimes some days are gonna be more eventful than others. There's some rumors out there about some guys that the Rockets could be adding veteran wise. We'll get back more into that, as I've been seeing some different reports, but not anything else official. Once again, my name is David Delano. This is Rockets Daily, brought to you by FanArch. Go ahead and leave us a comment, subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. God bless and be safe out there.